It is 17th August 2026, and you're welcome to the mighty magical Monday edition of the Safe Start Show, your ultimate morning companion for a secure and vibrant day ahead. I'm Sergeant Yao Boaiti Boatin, your host, bringing you the pulse of safety live from the studios of GH Police Television. This show, as we usually say, wherever you find yourself within Ghana and even outside Ghana, you can watch us live on all our streaming platforms on Facebook, on TikTok, on YouTube, on X at Ghana Police Service. Again, we are also available on DSTV channel 362. Now, joining me this morning as my co-host is the Halcyon policewoman Sergeant Theresa Ado. Good morning, Sergeant Tess.
Good morning, Sergeant Boaiti.
I believe you are fine.
I'm doing good.
Yes.
By grace.
I'm also saved by grace.
We thank God.
We are back from the weekend.
Yes. You know, these days we say that if you happen to see the sunlight the next day, which
must
means
be thankful to God.
Yes, you have to be thankful to God.
Because it's not easy.
Exactly.
Over the weekend, people who were bereaved had opportunity to, bid final farewell to their departed ones.
Right.
Others also had the opportunity reunite or reconcile with their partners by way of having wedding ceremonies, child christening, and then all of that.
That is true.
And so, whatever will be the case, so regardless of the situation, you still have to be thankful to God.
Exactly.
Yes. Exactly. Yesterday, with the Women Africa Cup of Nations, which was ongoing in Morocco, came to an end.
All right.
Were you following?
No,
okay.
I wasn't.
All right. So yesterday, the indomitable Lionesses of Cameroon were crowned champions.
Wow.
After they beat the Malawian side, as a matter of fact, yesterday, some of us were supporting the Malawi team, but right from the start of the game, it was obvious that the indomitable Lionesses were so much for the Malawi team to handle.
That is the name they have. Indomitable, like, so you cannot.
I know, right?
You cannot really surpass.
Yes, they did so well. Yeah.
But why were you supporting the Malawian team?
You know, the Malawi team, this tournament is actually their first one.
Okay.
They are debutants.
Okay.
And they were able to make it to the final.
To the final.
Exactly. So I think it was something that they've really done well. So
I think it's even a plus to them.
Exactly,
you were hoping that they actually take the
just to capitalize their, their efforts and all of that. But yesterday, the Cameroonian team proved that they were a tough side to,
But I think they've equally done well. I mean, this is their debut and to have come far.
First time.
And
then get to the finals of the tournament.
They have really done well.
They've done so
well. So we're
well.
praying that probably the next one, they may be in a position to take the trophy.
Absolutely. And last Saturday or Friday, there was another 7.7 magnitude of an earthquake that happened in Indonesia.
Wow.
Over 38 people had died. That's at that time. Wow. I have not really followed up with the update of casualties. Not quite long ago, I think last week.
We had one from Spain.
From Colombia.
Colombia.
And just last Friday also, another one also happened again.
It's a natural phenomenon that we cannot really avoid, but we don't also pray that we lose lives in them. But then when it happens this way, you can only commiserate with bereaved families.
Exactly. It is a very sad story coming up there from Indonesia where, as at Saturday morning, 38 people have lost their lives as a result of the 7.7 magnitude earthquake that happened in Indonesia. We are sending our heartfelt commiserations to bereaved individuals or families that have lost their loved ones as a result of this particular earthquake. May you be comforted in these difficult moments. Okay, so we are ready to kickstart your day safely, as we usually do on this platform. Coming back from the weekend, we are rejuvenated, we are resuscitated, we are revived for the task ahead. Usually on Mondays, the pressure, the movement and everything seems crazy. But then, once you're on Safe Start on GH Police Television, we are going to usher you into a very safe week. And so we're starting off with our traffic updates. My colleague, Sergeant Joseph Brima, who this morning, as a matter of fact, has visited a particular location in Accra. He will bring us how the traffic situation looks like when it's time for traffic updates. When it's done, we'll dive into stories that are shaping our communities, dubbed Police Today. And our colleagues in the office are also ready, seated in the studio. They're going to do as a particular Anna. Tell us what really happened coming from the previous 24 hours. And then when they are done, we'll move straight to the police hospital for essential health tips. Our medical experts who are always on the standby to bring us a comprehensive presentation of particular health subjects are also ready to give us a topic that may either seem deleterious to our health or seem critical to our human development as well. And when we are back for our big convo, Sergeant Tess, this morning we're going to look at a particular phenomenon that is really affecting pregnancy and then childbirth. So our women who are watching us, this morning's conversation, sorry, is targeted for you. It has been tailored for your consumption. So I entreat you to pay attention and then bring your questions when our expert joins us.
Not only the women, our men and family, brothers, sisters.
Anyway,
yes.
because you have some, exactly, we have one way of contributing to this particular area.
So they should all stay tuned and then,
It's about maternal death.
Right.
Yes, or maternal mortality, as we may call it globally. This one is something that affects pregnancy and then childbirth. So we're going to look into the direct and indirect causes and preventive measures of this particular phenomenon. And we'll be joined by our seasoned obstetrician who works at the police hospital later on the show. And then we'll take your birthday messages when it's time for the birthday segment. Police officers are cherished and then loved viewers, our audiences, dedicated ones for that matter. Colleagues who also work in sister state security agencies as well, celebrating their birthdays in the month of August, will take time and then celebrate with you in a grand style. We said that there is a dedicated number on your screens, our WhatsApp number. Do well and send us your picture, your birthday messages before your D-Day for the birthdays, and then we'll collectively celebrate with you. So these and other things you should expect on today's edition of the Safe Start Show. We are ready to keep the ball rolling, but before that, we're going for our first break. When we resume from the break, we'll keep up the momentum. Remember that the Safe Start leads to a great day. Stay on the ride back. So you're welcome back from that break, and thanks for staying with us at the Still the Safe Start Show on GH Police Television. This is where you stay informed, you stay ahead, you stay safe. It is now time for us to bring you our latest updates with our traffic situations in Accra. But before that, let me say a good morning to Alhaji Mohamed Al-Hassan, the National Zabama Youth Ambassador, a businessman, a philanthropist, and then a good friend to the police. Already this Monday. So once we are on with the mighty Magical Monday edition of the Safe Start Show, it is a good morning and a big shout out going out to you. And then to some endearing policewomen who work at the typing pool of the police hospital, Policewoman Chief Inspector Dora Kisia Boaje, Policewoman Chief Inspector Madam Belinda Asari, and then Policewoman Inspector Asana Bedi. You guys, we are grateful for your support and then your collaboration all this while. Big shout outs and then have a fruitful week. Okay, so Brahma, you're welcome back. Good morning. How are you doing, sir?
Good morning. I'm doing well, thank you. How about you?
I'm also doing great. How was your weekend, bro?
Well, for my month, close to a month now, I've not had a weekend.
Yeah, I know, right?
Sunday
back to
Sunday.
back,
Yes, so.
Charlie, the pressure is too immense.
I forgot the country.
I know, right?
Sunday to Sunday.
Yeah.
I don't remember the last time I had a weekend.
Wow.
Yes, Sunday to Sunday.
Anyway, yesterday, as part of the the commencement of the new season, the FA Community Shield happened, and the Gunners were ruthless once again against the Citizens. That's dominating play.
You see, this life, as for Maresca, if you go to the this out,
I can see the man by this time. Eh?
see the wickedness that man did towards Chelsea.
Yeah.
It is only God that is punishing him.
Oh,
This is
sure?
just the beginning.
Oh, really?
Don't worry. Even they will mess him out.
But I knew that definitely he's going to have a very difficult moment with the Citizens. Man City, yeah. Looking at the legacy and the things Pep
Massa.
did before he left the scene.
You see, when we
Maresca
gave
will
him the
struggle.
platform, he was thinking
Why
that
this
he has
with
arrived.
Chelsea?
So he was thinking he has arrived.
Oh no,
Let's see what
but
happened.
Brahma, you and I know that the circumstances that led to his departure from Chelsea was something else. Right?
It was all by his fault.
Oh no, but
He
not
decided
entirely
to
by
leave.
fault.
And look at the time that he left.
well, from what I heard from him, he said
Yes.
he had wanted to take absolute control with the signings that come into Chelsea.
Even
But
if
at
he
the
wanted
point-
to do that,
Yeah.
look, the time that he left, you believe that was the best time to
It wasn't the best, as a matter of
Exactly.
fact.
So, I mean, it was just a total chaos that he created and left. and then you want to go and enjoy.
So you think it's payback time for him?
Ah, my brother. God, the way they see him like that.
Hey, Chelsea, you are wicked.
Oh, Massa.
Anyway,
Massa.
Alonso is also yet to start his campaign officially.
Charlie,
when the season begins on Friday.
You say Agrobesa. If you don't
pass, we've seen some before.
Oh, we get my AC show.
Ayo.
Last Saturday.
No, but AC Milan is not a team that even when you beat, you should be happy.
But we beat Sociedad too.
Massa. Real Sociedad.
It is difficult for the Madrid and the Barcelonas to beat Sociedad.
No.
It is not that easy for them to beat them.
But you see, when you're looking at historically, when you look at teams that participate in the La Liga, Real Sociedad shouldn't be a thorn in the face.
And I'm saying that those teams, the Madrids and the Barças, they don't get it easy. They beat them, but they don't get it easy when they meet them. And this one, hands down.
Okay. So it's Chelsea winning the league this season.
Liverpool.
No, for us, our team, we are in crisis. So for me,
I know you are already.
Oh yeah, but I've been telling you from day one. I told you we are in crisis.
Right, it's small.
We'll be fine.
All right. Okay, good morning and welcome to today's traffic update on the Safe Start Show with me, Sergeant Yusuf Brahma. We'll start the traffic update with the traffic situation around the National Police Headquarters. So from the Dankwa Circle to the Ghana National Fire Service traffic light, there's a bit of traffic this morning, but officers have still been deployed to ensure that we move around easily without any issue. But from the Ghana National Fire Service traffic light to the Kwame Nkrumah Circle, there's a normal flow of traffic, but officers have still been deployed to ensure that you can move around very easy on that stretch of the road. So just as Sergeant Boateng said, we are just returning from the Gifford Road, specifically at the Club 77 traffic lights, where we captured the traffic situation on that stretch of the road, so that if you're moving around there, you know exactly what to do when you find your way on that side of the road. So producer, if you're ready, kindly let viewers know exactly what we captured on the Gifford Road a while ago. All right, so that is the traffic situation on the Gifford Road this morning. So if you are moving from Burma Camp and then you're heading towards Club 77, there's a bit of traffic on that stretch this morning. So if you're coming, please slow down and then obey the instructions that will be given by the officers who have been deployed on that side of the road, so that you not find yourself in any particular trouble. And then if you're also from Club 77 and you're heading towards Airwalk or 37, there's normal flow of traffic on that side of the road, so you wouldn't have any major issue at all. And if you're also from Burma Camp and you're turning towards the Du Bois Center or the American Embassy areas, the traffic flow there is very normal this morning, so ideally you wouldn't have any issue there. And also from Airwalk to Club 77, there's also a bit of traffic from that side, as you can see on your shot. But then once you get your way to the Club 77 traffic light, you'll be able to find yourself through it easily without any issue. And so from Club 77 towards the Burma Camp, there's also a normal flow of traffic on that side. Even if it's going to slow you down a bit, you still find your way there without any major issue. And from the Du Bois Center or the American Embassy areas coming to Club 77, the road is virtually empty, as you can see on your screen. So you wouldn't have any trouble at all if that is where you are moving around this morning. So generally, that is the traffic situation this morning on the Gifford Road, specifically at the Club 77 traffic intersection. So if you have any business doing there, whether you're moving to the Burma Camp, you're moving around the Du Bois Center, or you're heading towards Airwalk or 37, you wouldn't have any major trouble at all if that is a stretch that you are using. And then this is exactly what the situation is going to be this morning, getting into the afternoon and then the rest of the day, unless there's any major issue or incident that will affect the traffic flow on that stretch of the road. And then if there is, just as we always do, we'll come your way and update you on the situation and then alternative routes that are available for you to avoid any trouble as such. So that'll be all for today's traffic update on the Safe Start Show with me, Sergeant Yusuf Brahma. I'll catch you later on traffic orientation, still here on GH Police TV. But until then, I hand you over to my brother, Sergeant Boateng, and then the rest of the team.
Okay, so that is it. Thank you so much, Brahma, with our traffic update on today's edition of the Safe Start Show. After Brahma visited the Gifford Road here in Accra to bring us the latest traffic outlook. So motorists or road users who will be plying that particular route this morning, please be mindful and then also consider some other alternative routes if there should be any heavy vehicular traffic build-up. All right, so that is it once again with our traffic updates on the Safe Start Show. And so we are bringing you stories that are shaping our communities that have been dubbed police today. But before that, let me send a big shout out to another wonderful policewoman who is currently watching us live on GH Police Television from the police hospital, Policewoman Chief Inspector Letitia Owusu-Ansah. Yes, so big shout outs going out to you. Good morning to you. Policewoman Chief Inspector Letitia Owusu-Ansah watching us live from the police hospital. Right, so let's enjoy this brief breakout. When we return, we'll delve into stories that have been dubbed Police Today.
Welcome back from that break. If you just joined us, this is the Safe Start Show on GH Police TV. Now, this show is your most informative and interactive morning program here in the capital, where we serve you with stories making news and within our circles. This is streaming live on DSTV channel 362 and also active on all our social media platforms at Ghana Police Service and on Instagram at GH Police Service. Get interactive with us by sending us your messages, and we will do what to share them with the rest of the world. Our WhatsApp line is equally active on 0246 226064. You can equally send messages on that line as well, and we would read them out. It is now time to serve you with stories making headlines within our communities. We say here on this show where we serve you with stories from the Ashanti region. And seated in the studios with me are colleagues Sergeant Kweku Gia and Sergeant Benedicta Brago. Good morning, colleagues.
Good morning. Tess.
We are back again.
Yes.
How did the weekend go?
Well, mine was okay. I got some rest on Saturday, but yesterday I had to travel to Sohum to check on a few things. Okay. So it was generally okay.
A restful one for you.
Yes.
Sergeant Brago.
Yeah,
weekend echo saying it to you.
Oh, Namia don't be Eko boko Sunday school mamenti ene nkola na menyere muso meguso esu menana menana wanyane baby ko meguso esu no ya wade be na yene na wotweda nti ya na adofo na jamfo mutimi etofa atwema denchemo so a na mo maba abijam.
Right. We have stories coming from the Ashanti region.
Yes, that's correct.
Please serve us with details of that.
All right, so let's zoom in straight to our first story for today. 22-year-old man convicted and sentenced to 10 years for robbery in Kumasi. On 14th August 2026, the Ashanti Central District Police Command secured the conviction and sentencing of Christian Owusu, aged 22, in connection with a robbery incident reported at the police station on 21st July 2026. On 21st July 2026, at about 5 p.m., the victim reported that at about 12:21 p.m. on the same day, while she was heading towards Konkromasi Township, she was threatened and robbed of her handbag, which contained her personal effects and cash. Following investigations into the incident, Christian Owusu was arrested on 4th August 2026 and subsequently put before the Atasamanso Circuit Court on 7th August 2026, presided over by His Lordship, Mr. Kwekuba Frempong. The accused was charged with robbery and pleaded guilty to the charge. He was consequently convicted on his own plea. Before sentence was passed, Christian Owusu pleaded with the court for forgiveness. The court considered his plea and sentenced him to a minimum term of 10 years imprisonment with hard labor. The convict was subsequently handed over to the authorities of the Kumasi Central Prisons to commence his sentence. This statement was signed by Superintendent of Police Godwin Ahianyo, Head of Public Affairs, Ashanti Region.
Asante mantamu post adwumako no ahwe ama branche bi a wodi mfie aduonu mienu na oye adwetwani no aseni bia no ebonifo ahye se wonkoda afiase mfie edu abranche a aseni bia ebonifo ni din ene Christian Owusu asam no enchemu eni ɛwɔ kitan sabo so mene da etoso aduonu baako ɛwɔ afi impimenu ɛne aduonu insia mu no posi enyamane bo efia baba wa bi ɛhɔ sɛ ɛwɔ da kro na mu no amra na abo awia dumienu apɛ no na ɛwɛ wɔde nani akye mu ɛwɔ konkomo ase na amra wɔkɔ no ɛna adwetwani ɛto ɛhyɛ ne so ɛbɔ ne nkyɛne ɛgye ne bag a yekura na ne ho nneɛma ɛne ne sika ɛwɔ mu posi enyamane bo no ye hwehwehwemu ase na eno enanam so ema ewo osana bosome ne da etoso enan ewo afi impimienu ene aduonu ensia emu no ye kire abrantia ye friend Christian Owusu ewo osana bosome ne da etoso enso no posi edi abrantia Christian Owusu ekogina atasemanso circuit court a wononyamfo Mr. Kwakuba Frimpong ete edwam abrantie ne kwadu a yede ebo no ene se oye adwetwani abrantie age kwadu no etumu se anokwa wodi eho efo ewo osana bosome ne da etoso edu enan no aseni bia no esan etena ase na eho ana abrantie epa achew esre se yemfa ne boni enche no anunti aseni bia no ejina so ehye se won kodamu efie edu na wonya adwumaden emfa ensom oman Ghana.
Old man had been attacked and robbed of his mobile phone near the Presbyterian Church at Asabi. Upon arrival at the scene, the suspect attempted to escape and hide in an uncompleted building, but was pursued and arrested. A mobile phone belonging to the victim and a cutlass suspected to have been used in the attack were retrieved from the suspect. The victim sustained cutlass wounds to the forehead, neck, and left hand and was subsequently conveyed to the KNUST hospital for medical treatment. He later regained consciousness and was reported to be in stable condition. On 27 July 2026, the accused was arraigned before the Asokwa Circuit Court 2, presided over by Her Honor Vida Achian Yeboah, on charges of robbery and causing harm. The accused pleaded guilty simpliciter to both counts and was remanded into police custody to reappear before sentencing. On 10th August 2026, the accused was brought before the same court, where he was convicted and sentenced to 15 years imprisonment with hard labor. The convict has since been conveyed to Kumasi Central Prisons to commence his sentence. This statement was signed by Superintendent of Police Godwin Ahianyo, Head of Public Affairs Unit, Ashanti Region.
Ewa Asante Mantamu ho biem post adwumako no ahwe ama branche bi a oye odwotwane na wotohye obi so etwitwa no eje ne sem mobile phone ewo Asabi bia ya ewo Asokare Mampon no asani bia no ebunifo ahye se won konkoda afiase mfie edu enu abranche asani bia bunifo no din ene Ahmed Mustafa wadi efie edu enkono abranche etohye abranche bia wadi mfie edununum so edi kotokro twitwa no eje ne phone edi efiri ne nsem ewo Presby Asori dan a ewo Asabi echi ama posi enya amanebo no na yakobia ye ho no abranche Mustafa Amedi eye na adwe se wodwane adunti okọ ekosie edan bi a yesi a yenwie yemu na eno na posi eta ne so ekoche no yachi abranche ye hunu nipa a otwitwa no ne mobile phone a woje ye no ewo ne ho esan so ehun kotokro a odi etwitwa no ewo ne nsem abranche a opra ye no eye kotokro yi adwetwani edi etwitwa ne moma so epie ne kon ho esan so edi twitwa ne sa ebonkum na eno na posi efa abranche a wepray ede no ekọ Kwame Nkrumah school pon no ayarehwa bia oje ayarehwe prempren abranche ne ho eye okita nsabo so me da etoso aduonu enso no posi edi abranche Mustafa ekogina Asokwa Circuit Court 2 a wonmonyamfo Vada Echan Yeboah etina edwemu eho na abranche eje kwadu a yede abone se wo yedwetwane na afi nso wode obi enkwan ato ensemu etumu abranche eche se so boemienu nyina wodi hu efo enu nti aseni bia no eche se yemfa no enko ne ensan emfa no emra biem was an abosom ne da etoso edu no posi esane de abrante ekogina mu e waseni ho aseni bia ho abiem na eho na abrante Mustafa e koso a egitu mu se odi asem no ehofo eno nti aseni bia no ehye se yemfa no enkotwene abanku komu emfie edunum na wonye adwumaden emfa ensom oman Ghana abrante Mustafa posi e de no akoma Kumasi Central afidamu adwumayefo a wahye no asotwe no ase
say any just say both stories nina ye secure conviction in them. We really commend the Ashanti Regional Police Command for that role they have played, and we also would like to address to the public. Say the DNA, as I say, what can come on home na wama information edru police akachi send ye beya ye beti me aso ano yeah
say wo hwe amanebo a etoso mienu yam say ye de somomanfo wo dwumade ya so amra abranti edwane ya posichi no say adwotwani no amra wotwitwa papa no de ne to ho no obi ne hu ye oye o man ba panti wo dramika ekoyi posi adwuma ko na so tentem a eno nti posi etimi gi abranti na ye twitwa no enkwa a sisi a wa pomuden na yetimi esan chi eye adwotwani na odi sa adwuma no eno nti me na oya adwen bra no no sa asem si a se etowo ana se nya wo mpo na to ne momodo wani ehu a e ma ye nyese mfa wo ho pentem eyi posi adwuma ko no aso chintem se ye tene ntem a yetimi tu anamo entem ye be ye ho adwuma de na so se wo ka ntem a amono wa na yetimi chi ipa kro na odi sa adwuma no no nti yesre o manfo se ye mfa ensam sa enhye ye ho se eto ana se wahu se esi wo ba bia se wontimi enkoposi atena ya eben wo kra na obetimi afre ye ya ho matrofo so eye adwuma edamu pepepe 1911855 na ye o man bapa na fa amanebo a awase posi ete na ye tu ho anamontam no esomye.
Thank you. You want to add anything?
Yes. So I think that the IGP and the police administration deserves commendation for ensuring that the fight against crime does not end with only arrest, but ensure the proper, includes the proper prosecution of offenders and ensure that they are brought to justice. So the two conviction stories from the Ashanti Regional Police Command are a clear example of that. For instance, in the first case, a 22-year-old man was sentenced to 10 years, and while in the second case, a 19-year-old was sentenced to 15 years imprisonment for causing harm and involving himself in robbery. This, I think, is enough to serve as deterrent for other people who may want to maybe engage in similar criminal activity. And so we commend the Ashanti Regional Police Command for the thorough investigations that led to these particular convictions. And for me, I think these convictions indicate that there are consequences for engaging in robbery and other forms of criminal activities, regardless of one's age. And I believe this is what the public expect to see. We arresting suspects, ensuring that our cases are properly investigated, and ensuring that we are prosecuting these people to ensure that the people get justice for whatever crime they've committed against them. And I think this reinforces the need for the public to continue supporting the police with timely and credible information.
Sanyi Boite, you want to add anything?
Yes, briefly to what my colleagues Ophelia said. It is a refreshing moment for us as an organization. I always say that once crime is committed, investigations are conducted, the ultimate is that we seek for conviction. And so in this particular instance or situation where two people were arrested by the Ashanti Regional Police Command, and then after thorough investigations, they were able to secure convictions. It is going to take back some smiles to the faces of individuals that were affected. Yes. And also serve as a deterrent to other individuals as well, who are also sitting somewhere committing such crimes, but then they are yet to be arrested. So it is either you advise yourself to refrain from such acts or you continue, but with the assurance that certainly you are going to also suffer the same fate in some few days to come. So let's credit the Ashanti Regional Police Command for the wonderful job, as Felix and Bravo has said. The Ghana Police Service will always continue to reaffirm our commitment to our mandates: protect lives and property, maintain law and order, arrest, detect, and then prosecute criminal offenders.
Right. Thank you so much, colleague. On that note, we entreat everybody out there to stay safe. If you just joined us, this is the Safe Start Show, live on DSTV channel 362, and also on all our social media platforms at Ghana Police Service. Send your messages through, and we will do well to share them with the rest of the world. Our WhatsApp line is active on 0246226064. Stay on. We'll be back with more segments after this break.
Are you aware an invisible eye is watching you? Have you ever had an altercation with a police officer about a road traffic offense where you felt you were right? Have you ever lost a loved one due to a breach of a road traffic regulation as a motor rider? Do you always obey road traffic regulations? Do you know that driving on the shoulders of the road is an offense? How has your general experience with the police officers on our roads been like? It is for these and other reasons that the Ghana Police Service, in collaboration with the Ministry of Interior, National Road Safety Authority, the DVLA, and other stakeholders, have come up with an initiative to ensure sanity on our roads and prevent road accidents. TrafficTech GH is an automated system introduced by the Ghana Police Service to enforce road traffic regulations. The system uses cameras and sensors to enforce road traffic regulations. So you see, police invisible eyes are watching. Pew!
Road crashes or accidents are of great worry to everyone. In view of this, we need to be alert on things that brings about accidents on our roads, leading to deaths of our loved ones. It is of this reason that Traffic Orientation Show on GH Police TV seek to teach, educate all road users, being it drivers, riders, pedestrians, on the rules and regulations and road traffic as to reduce road accident. Make time to watch Traffic Orientation Show every day on GH Police TV as we bring you more insight on road traffic related issues. You can also watch us on DSTV channel 362 and other digital channels. On Traffic Orientation Show, we say, drive safely, arrive alive.
Well, so we are back from that break, and it is now time for us to move straight into our essential health tips for the day. And Deputy Superintendent of Police, Madam Theodora Ntriwa, is ready to give us a presentation on good and bad sitting posture. Let's enjoy this. We'll be right back.
Hello, good morning, and welcome to Health Tips on Safe Start on Ghana Police TV. I'm Deputy Superintendent of Police, and today we'll be talking about good and bad posture. Have you been told to sit properly while sitting? Or have you been watching your phone and you bend your head this way to look onto the phone? Now let's talk about posture. What is posture? Posture is simply how people sit, walk, or stand. So the position you assume whilst you sit, you stand, or walk. Now let me demonstrate what a very good posture is. When you sit, you have to keep your back upright, and your back has to be supported. My chair is actually letting me slouch, but the chair should have a very supportive backrest so that your back is upright. Also, your feet should be flat on the ground, and your knee should be in alignment with your feet. That is a good posture. So when you sit like this, Is this a good posture or a bad posture? This is a very bad posture. Your back is not upright. You are slouching, even though most people think it's very comfortable. But this is a very bad posture. Your spine is not supported as it should be, so there will be pressure on your back. Now let's look at postures we assume when we are looking at our phone. Most times you will see people looking on their phone this way. Your neck is bent forward, your back becomes rounded. That is also a very bad posture. How then can you use your phone? By assuming a good posture. You have to bring your phone to the level of your eye so that your back is upright and the phone is also at the level of your eye, so you do not have to bend your neck, putting a lot of pressure on your body. When we also stand, it is better. You have to stand tall. Your weight has to be evenly distributed on your legs. You don't have to lean on one leg. You also do not have to push your stomach forward or slouch backwards. You have to stand upright. This is a very good posture. This is a bad posture. This is a bad posture. And leaning on one leg is also a very bad posture. Now, the fact that I'm talking about good posture doesn't mean that assuming good posture means you have to stand stiff like a soldier. No, it means that while sitting, driving, even cooking, you have to make sure that you have a very upright posture. Now, when somebody tells you to sit properly, don't just sit properly for 5 minutes and go back to your bad posture, because your bad posture can lead to other things such as neck pain, back pain, or even waist pain. So please, today I came to tell you to assume a very good posture so that we can live a very healthy life. Thank you and see you next time.
All right, so that is it with the essential health tips today on the Safe Start Show, and it was brought to us by our very own Deputy Superintendent of Police, DSP, Madam Theodora Ntriwa, who spoke to us about good and bad sitting posture. Oftentimes, we realize that when we are usually on our phones, trying to read out some email messages or responding to some texts, or even visiting our social media platforms, we often forget to sit well, and so we direct all our focus or attention to the phone by bending our head down, causing a bit of discomfort to our back. When that continues for a very long time, you may have problems. And so, Salintes, from what the DSP Madam Theodora said, it is important that in our everyday lives we should be mindful of how we sit. Whether we are with our laptops, our tablets, our phones, or even working in front of some group of persons. We should be mindful of how the spine reacts.
Exactly.
Because once it goes on for a very longer period of time, it is likely we may have problems.
That is so true. Yeah. That is so true. I think it is going to be difficult, but then we need to adopt it because it is a culture which is very far off from us.
Yeah.
We are used to the normal bending.
Exactly.
But we can do it. We can do it if we focus to do so.
Another
because it's for our own safety.
Yeah, another challenge also has got to do with the kind of chairs we have in our respective workplaces.
That is equally a factor. That is equally a factor. Yeah. But then I think once you make it, it becomes a conscious part of you.
Exactly.
You should be able to. Like I said, it's not going to be easy.
Right.
Because once a while you still slash, and then before you come to the realization that you need to be upright. So with time.
Okay. All right. So that is it once again with our health tip segment on the Safe Start Show. Right? I beg your pardon. But let me send another good morning and big shout out going out to my better half, my wife, Angela Safu, who works at the Rich Hospital or the Greater Accra Regional Hospital. Big shout out going out to you. We are grateful to God for your life once again. Angela Safu, my companion, my better half. Good morning to you. Big shout out going out to you. All right. So we are going for another break. When we return from the break, we'll now get into a big discussion on the show. We've made mention that this morning It's all about maternal mortality. Our guest is a seasoned obstetrician and a gynae who works at the police hospital. He's joining us for us to look into the possible causes and preventive measures that can be put in place, in averting maternal death. So do stay on. We'll be right back, and then we'll get the ball rolling with our big conversation.
Akwanhyia eye akwansidie edema obi biara ne senti esese yetwen ya adwen ekọ enniema enam so ema akwanhyia edi epra ene ewo ebei eso ne senti GH Police TV ahyehye dwumadi a didin ene ka kwan so nkyekere traffic orientation show edi ebrel ewo dwumadi so yedi etufo na ya kyerɛkyerɛw enniema ene mmra ahodo a esese wo ehu ewo yen ekwan no eso enunti jebre de hwedwumadi yi da biada ewo GH Police TV so a esan so ewo DSTV channel 362 so na ya fansua de emfa ensi ka kwanhyia ano ekwan. Wa wubu ekwan so mmra so police adwumakuo no abie yani a yede ehwew eni a yede ehwew eye mfonitwa afidie a police adwumakuo no ede asisi akwantempon so na yede hwe enema ekoso ewo yen akwantempon no eso enam dwumadie so ebema ye maame nom se omukọ edwom a omo ebebe fie asomdwe mu yem papa nom ebekọ adwuma abefie asomdwe mu afe ye manso ebekọ suku na omo aba efie asomdwe mu traffic GH twiwo hyen ye na faje wo nkwa piao.
Polisi hingme komi kwabo ni ona ena hewole wachemen baya ni chumo ni ameba bashia yetwe njolemle bekefe beke baje school eba ni eba ni na e follow yetwe njolemle wonyemen hu baya ajara no ni ameba bashia yetwe njolemle traffic GH camera lo hingme infoni keha wagbadegbai ano mla no yeli traffic GH hwehwehwe chonde kudom bahani ohishi da befebe piao. Are you aware an invisible eye is watching you? Have you ever had an altercation with a police officer about a road traffic offense where you felt you were right? Have you ever lost a loved one due to a breach of a road traffic regulation as a motor rider? Do you always obey road traffic regulations? Do you know that driving on the shoulders of the road is an offense? How has your general experience with the police officers on our roads been like? It is for these and other reasons that the Ghana Police Service, in collaboration with the Ministry of Interior, National Road Safety Authority, the DVLA, and other stakeholders, have come up with an initiative to ensure sanity on our roads and prevent road accidents. Traffic GH is an automated system introduced by the Ghana Police Service to enforce road traffic regulations. The system uses cameras and sensors to enforce road traffic regulations. So you see, police invisible eyes are watching. Piao!
You're welcome back from that break, and thank you once again for staying with us. It is still the Safe Star Show on GH Police Television. This is where you stay informed, you stay ahead, you stay safe. Okay, so today we are looking into the causes and prevention of maternal death. What's globally we call maternal mortality. So before we get into the causes and then the preventive measures of this particular phenomenon, heart trending or heart-breaking phenomenon, basically maternal mortality is the death of a woman while pregnant, during childbirth, or even within 42 days after the pregnancy ends. And so we are going to look into some direct or indirect causes of this particular dismal phenomenon or heart-trending or heart-breaking situation or circumstance, and also consider some other preventive measures that can be put in place to avert this from happening. And in doing so, we have a very seasoned and venerated medical officer whom we've engaged, on this platform during the moment of preeclampsia. This medical officer or this doctor is a notable face when it comes to medical issues or gynae issues at the police hospital. Today we have him back. It is indeed a feather in our cap, to help us delve into the causes and prevention of maternal death in the person of Assistant Commissioner of Police, Dr. Alex Akon. He's an obstetrician and then a gynecologist with the Ghana Police Hospital. Good morning, Doc.
Good morning.
It's good to have you back again.
Thank you for having me.
Welcome to the studio, sir.
Thank you.
Yeah. So let's look into currently in Ghana. What are some of the leading causes of maternal death?
Okay. All right. So you tried to define maternal death. So let me just make it clear so that then we talk about the leading causes. Yeah. So as you rightly says, the death of a woman while she's pregnant or during labor or after giving birth up to 42 days, irrespective of whether the duration of the pregnancy, whether the pregnancy was carried to term or before term, and also irrespective of the location of the pregnancy, because some people can be pregnant and it might not be in the womb, which we call ectopic pregnancy. That also can kill the woman and is counted into maternal death. Then also look at when we talk about miscarriage or abortion, whether induced or it was a spontaneous abortion. So if you put all these things together, so far as a woman gets pregnant, irrespective of where the pregnancy is located, where the duration of the pregnancy, and when it ends, up to 42 days. There's a reason why we use the 42 days. Even people are advocating for up to 1 year, because let's assume that somebody got a preeclampsia and got a stroke and did not die within 42 days, but died 4 months later. Is it a maternal death? Yes, it was caused by the pregnancy. So that's it. And this is all this is I've talked about is due to the pregnancy or its management, the way we manage the pregnancy, and through other omissions, poor treatment, medication, and side effect of medication, or a combination of these, including errors and that. So that's what will constitute maternal death. Then, if you look at the causes, major causes in Ghana, in fact, it has to be number one, being hemorrhage. Hemorrhage is bleeding. The reason why hemorrhage are consistently be number one is that the other ones, it's very difficult to get it because data is somehow a bit limited, because some people may die at home and you might not get this information. But by and large, most people who are bleeding will be rushed to the hospital. Or even within the hospital, they are bleeding, and it's easily captured. So hemorrhage is number one. Then the one we talked about, preeclampsia, hypertensive disease in pregnancy, is the second one. If we look at institutional result, when I say institutional, I mean hospitals, big hospitals, police hospital, Kolebu, Rage, Tema, all the major hospitals, you realize that hypertensive disease is gradually also taking over, because you realize that there's skills or expertise to deal with the bleeding, because we can even take the womb out, the womb of the woman out to save the woman if it becomes nitty-gritty, critical. But hypertension disease, if you lead to stroke, then it becomes difficult. Then you have to go to ICU. So you realize that with time, you realize that hypertensive disease is catching up, or some institutions, they've even overtaken them, because the management is a bit difficult. Yeah, just that when you are dealing with hemorrhage, it's so quick and not in expertise hand, then the woman dies faster. Because if you look at every woman, at the time that you're about to give birth, the blood that flows to the uterus is about 800 mils per minute.
Wow.
800 mils per minute. And you have like almost 6 liters. Let me be general there. You have 6 liters of blood. So by the time I came to sit here, if a woman was bleeding and we are not attending to it, the woman will have been close to death by now.
Wow.
Yes. So that's why hemorrhage is one. Then preeclampsia or hypertensive disease in pregnancy The second. Then we have infections, or what we call septicemia, so sepsis. Yeah. Then it will come to abortion and its related unsafe abortion. Let me put it that way. Okay. Yeah, unsafe abortion. So that's unsafe abortion. If I should define it, that's a termination of pregnancy using method and in a place or by a person which is not qualified. Yeah, so when you go and take concussions and other things, and then we were doing it in a place where it's not ideal, or using it. So that's unsafe abortion. Then you come to indirect causes. Other direct causes like obstructed labor. A woman who is trying to give birth and it prolongs. Majority of this has been delayed, but it's still persistent in a rural aspect of Ghana. Yeah, when somebody's in labor over a long period of time, is not able to reach the hospital and all those. So that's obstructed labor and its complications. Then we have the indirect causes, which also contribute, so that people who are already sick, then the pregnancy makes it worse. They have sickle cell, somebody already have hypertension, the diabetes, the hepatitis B, people get malaria and all those. So those indirect causes. Then I think the number one indirect causes in recent time is what we call thromboembolic phenomenon. So people had blood clots. They deliver and they say they have blood clots, and the blood clots block parts of either their brain or their heart, and they die. We call it a thromboembolism phenomenon. I mean, it's been on the airway we did here for some institutions had this issue where they had to give some injection. So, but now we know. So we're taking data about it. So these are the major causes: hemorrhage, hypertension. Then we come to septicemia. Then we come to unsafe abortion, then obstructed labor and its related conditions, then other direct causes, then the indirect causes which I've mentioned.
Anemia, malaria.
Yes, exactly. HIV. Okay. Yes, HIV is really also top there. Sickle cell is really top. Also when it comes to indirect causes.
Wow. Sanites, personally, I know that a lot goes into pregnancy. Nowadays, if a woman is pregnant, right from the first trimester till the day she delivers, you'll have to just be thankful and prayerful to God.
Exactly.
But it's not easy.
Exactly. A lot of medical complications, activities here and there. And so, yes.
It's not easy.
It's a very topical issue. And we thank God that we have Doctor here to, demystify a lot of things and bring us to the understanding.
Doc, so let's go to our questions that are still, surrounded to this particular topic. In Ghana, do we have some particular groups of women who are exposed to maternal death?
Okay. Basically, every woman who is pregnant is at risk, because sometimes you can't predict who is going to bleed. Yes, even somebody who has been consistent, has money in the hands of experts, can bleed because you cannot predict. And so we realize that maternal death is common just before birth or a few 1 or 2 days after birth. In fact, if you look at the statistics, most deaths occur around before that, during the delivery, or a few days, after that. So very unpredictable. Everybody is at risk. So that's why we call it a journey. And the doctors and the midwives and the healthcare givers are supposed to help you through the journey. However, if you want to look at the risk, people who are at higher risk, I think we have discussed this before during the pre-cancer. Extremes of ages. So younger people, so like teenagers, adolescents, then advanced age. Because we realize that advanced age, you tend to have all the medical conditions in pregnancy, hypertension disease in pregnancy, diabetes, and the labor tend to also be a bit dysfunctional during that time. Hemorrhage, which we call the PPH, postpartum hemorrhage, tends to be also common in the advanced age. Then the teenagers are more likely that they are not even married, nor working, unemployed. So that automatically brings that anybody who also doesn't have money, lack of money is also a problem. Because when all the nitty-gritties are happening, you realize that the underlying factor is finance. That's how come if you look at all the indicators we use in health, only maternal mortality is related to GDP. So advanced countries, developed countries, your GDP reflects, the maternal mortality reflects.
Yeah.
That's why it tends to be a bit lower in countries who have higher
Advanced,
GDPs.
yeah, okay.
Yeah, if you Scandinavian countries, they are doing very well.
Yeah.
And go to Afghanistan and the war-torn countries, very, the values are very high. So then, of course, we know sickle cell patients, they tend to have low blood level, or anybody who has anemia. Let's assume that your HB is like 8 or 10, which we expect to be normal. If your HB is normal, you can even lose 1 liter of blood and you'll be fine, because the doctors can manage. Right. But let's assume your blood level is already low and you came to give birth, even a little 500 loss, then you are going. So somebody whose HB is low, people who don't have support, either spousal support or family support, yes, that also becomes a problem. They are also at risk. People who are obese, yes, because if you look at the indirect causes there, I talk about thromboembolic phenomena, yes, they tend to be much more higher in them. Then the obesity too, even when you have to do operation, difficulty in doing the operation, and sometimes when they are bleeding, it's very difficult to assess when somebody who is very big, I mean, I'm talking about really big size, to assess the amount of bleeding which is ongoing. Yeah. So there are really a lot of factors. So if you have the direct hospital health-related factors like the people's health condition, then the socio-economic factor. I'm sure you are going to ask me about the cultural aspect. Yeah. So people who, for some strange reason, cannot reach the hospital because they can't even make a decision that, oh, what I'm experiencing is danger. So they can't recognize the danger signs. Yeah. They can't recognize the danger signs either due to lower education. So low education can also be a risk factor. Yeah. They can't recognize. And if you look at the antenatal book, thanks to government of Ghana, the red book, or some call it green book, that we give to every pregnant woman, there's very good illustrations in them to show what danger signs are. Okay. When you see your leg is swollen, bleeding of any form, you have fever, temperature is going high, your water is broken, you should be able to recognize these danger signs. And anybody who convulse, frustrated or collapse, or you are feeling dizzy, your leg is so swollen. Yeah, these danger signs are in the book, but people go and put the book somewhere else. And I always tell my patient that this book is your passport for your journey through pregnancy. Yeah. Wherever you are going, please carry it. Whether you are going to the mosque, you are going to the church, visiting your in-law, wherever you are going, because the thing is that book has all the information. Okay. All the information that you need. Even if you are carrying and you collapse, when I pick the book, I should be able to know where your husband is. Exactly. Because your husband's phone number is inside. Okay. Your house number is inside. Yeah. So why won't you carry? Because it might be no response to tell me. Even if I pick your phone, I cannot have a password is on it. Exactly. But that book will tell me where you live, where your husband lives, and even your phone number, I'll be able to call. Wow. So the risk factors are the education and all those. Then, of course, low socioeconomic status is also there.
Absolutely.
Right, Doc. So I chanced on a statistics.
Yeah.
That globally, we lose about 700 women daily to maternal mortality. Yeah. Which is very chilling.
Yeah. The number is very high globally now, but it's even worse in lower sub-Saharan Africa, let me put it that way, or developing countries. Yeah. If you look at currently, the average worldwide is supposed to be 250 per 100,000 live birth, right? Ghana is doing, I think, 235 now. Yeah. But we have come a long way from 960 from 1990s all the way to maybe 350 in 2010. Then now I think we are a bit stagnated. If we plotted that, we came all the way down, then we are like this. Yeah. So if you look at 2024 figures, that's when we spiked. So 2025 figures, what we are talking about now, and you are making them because the around 900 women died in 2000 2025, yes. So that's what we are talking about now, which is higher than the 2024 because we are doing well. All of a sudden, we have had a spike.
Yeah.
And areas where we're also doing well, like Accra and Kumasi, because where the major teaching hospitals are, we're doing very well. Then Kumasi at spike. So and like Ashanti region, that's Kumasi, Ashanti region. So Ashanti region might not be Kumasi, might be all the surrounding villages. Maybe I don't know whether you want me to give the factors that may account for this change in the Ghana figures. So worldwide is decreasing in the developed countries. Developing countries, Ghana has stagnated and we are spiked, just as I explained. If you look at the trends, you realize that the time we're doing very well is when we had improved antenatal coverage. In fact, we're doing antenatal coverage up to almost 99% with the introduction of free maternal health care and NHIS, which came to the system. Also coincided with the establishment of Ghana College of Physician and Surgeon, which we were retaining a lot of doctors who will have left for postgraduate studies, and the postgraduate studies were here. Even I found myself in Volta region. 2000 as medical officer. I was there for 2 years when I think I was in Pando. Then we were alone. We had about 9, but we were all managing one hospital. We were taking care of people. So the establishment of the college kept doctors in the country, and we were able to go to rural villages, rural areas to support. And we also look at our skilled bed attendants at delivery. So really that we are having more skilled bed during the delivery. Do you understand? Like midwife, doctors, obstetrician, gynecologists doing their deliveries. But what we've noticed in recent time is that this skilled bed attendant who goes to which was about 79%, as at the time that we introduced NHIS and then retaining our healthcare. And we also know that there's now we have midwifery and nurses college as well. So this also added to the retention of our nurses as well. But the number of people who go to the hospital to deliver have decreased. Even though the antenatal attendance is high, but the delivery, people still deliver at home. Or people don't avail themselves to a skilled bed attendant, because somebody who is skilled in helping you to give birth should be able to recognize danger signs during the pregnancy and give appropriate referral. Unfortunately, this does not include a traditional birth attendant, because a midwife, when they will be able to recognize that, oh, this woman is not able to push, this is very dangerous, I need to refer. But we are getting our delivery at the hospitals, especially in the rural areas, going down. So we need to find out why. Some explanations have been put, reaching the place, reaching the hospitals. So some are talking about road network. And remember, maternal mortality also tends to be a bit slightly higher during the rainy season. Where people can't access hospitals in various areas. If you go to parts in the northern Ghana, especially in the upper east, you realize that people are settlers. They farm, you drive a long distance to reach another family. So even if you want to put a chips compound, which the government is doing well, rolling chips compound. So chips compound is going to kind of improve accessibility to the rural areas with midwives there. These people are scattered. So even if we set one chips compound, who is he going to serve? So, and when somebody is in labor, which means they have to travel a longer distance. Let's assume that most labors happens in the night. Even in Accra, let him say I'm staying at Ashaman. Then I'll be referred to Kolebu 2 a.m. Which car? If you are lucky, you get ambulance and all that. So compared to that side, to the rural Ghana. So that's the problem. So I think government is finding a solution there where they are going to use, I think, the motor tag care to. When they do that, they will also improve accessibility to these people to render services. I think it's a multifactorial thing that they have to do so that we can get more women delivering at the hospital. If we get more women delivering at the hospital, then we can reduce the maternal mortality.
Right. All right, Doc. So you've actually spoken a lot extensively on that. But then we still have situations whereby people get to their hospitals and they still, one way or the other, happen to lose their life. What would we say that are some of the factors that delays in a mother receiving a lifetime?
Okay. So when it comes to really causes of maternal mortality, they divide into like 3 delays. Delay in the woman deciding to leave the house, because he could not recognize the problem. Then the other delay is delay in reaching the facility. So that has to do with the transportation, cost, and poor road network, and the rainy season thing that we talk about. Then the third delay is within the facility. That has to do with us, with the health workers and the health system administration. So that's the healthcare system. So one of the things that I look at, let's assume that I've been referred to a facility. I shouldn't struggle to locate where maternity is. So directional signs. So there are instances pregnant woman has been sent to, say, OPD or has been sent to children's block. Because, oh no, here is not maternity. So every hospital should have a good directional signs. So that I don't even need to ask twice.
Before I get to see the maternity block.
Exactly. Before I get to know where maternity is. At least if somebody had the gate direction or 10 left, 10 right, I should be able to go straight. An ambulance should not struggle, or anybody from their house reaching any hospital should not struggle to locate where maternity block is. So that's one. Then 2, we need a proper referral system where people can call in and say, okay, look, I have a so-and-so patient coming in this state, so prepare for this case. We are currently doing well at Greater Accra. We have platforms. I think Water Region, when I was there, too, also platform. We have WhatsApp platform. Referrals are put there, so doctors are able to see and refer. Police hospitals on it, and I actually particularly on it. Our anesthesists, other specialists are also on it. So we get to get this communication. Then so that can be done. But what about people who are not going to another hospital before and they are working? So that's where this national sign and we should be ready. The facility should also be ready when it comes to where people to do cards. You shouldn't have a cumbersome system to having registration. And besides, those people should be able to start receiving care before they go and do folder, let me put that way, or card. So the system should be made in such a way that where the maternity people, and also to a lesser extent, children pick their cards should be separated from the main OPD or the main, so people don't delay in getting their records or picking their cards to go to maternity. Then facilities should be able to have what? Needed resources, drugs, equipment, bed. So this communication, we'll talk about bed issue maybe later during the show. You should be able to get the necessary equipment and things to work. Then, of course, capacity building, training, and retraining. Assess the competence level of the people who are at the facility, and there should be training and retraining of what is happening now, and they should be aware, that look, this is the trend, so that they own their statistics. Because if I'm there and say, I'm at police hospital and we have maternal death, I should be feeling bad that there's maternal death. What is my contribution? What should I do? And that should, I think, count for everyone. So that will go with the training and retraining, and people should own the statistics so that, I care a bit more. There should be a way of support for the facility, because some people might be rushed to the hospital with no funds, or it's a good Samaritan who have brought them, or relative just because she's bleeding, rush the patient to the hospital. How do this person receive care? So that's there. So the facility that the patient has been rushed there, if there's a fund or some form of money to enable the health workers to be able to attend to that patient, at least within that 24 hours before even relatives appear, because without intervention, that person will die. So that kind of support need to be there, without the person bringing his hand from the pocket to pay out of pocket to receive care. This is very crucial, because we'll talk, but at the end of the day, if the person who reaches the facility does not receive care in time, and because of out of pocket payment, then we'll have already lost the patient. So this is very, very, very important.
Yeah.
Then the administration, let me look at it. The non-medical people who are involved in the daily to-day running of the hospital should be made aware about their contribution, because maternal mortality reflects the image of the hospital.
Exactly.
Yeah, because if you say that, for this hospital have 5 maternal mortality, if I'm administrator, I'm going to sit up.
Exactly.
Yeah. To show what happened, what can I do to bring this in? I think that's the non-medical people also should come hand in hand, and which means you need statistics. You should look at their statistics and what to do. For some countries like Sweden have eliminated maternal mortality in such a way that now they look at what we call near miss.
Okay.
Oh, this woman will have died, but did not die, but survived.
Okay.
Wow.
So that's what they are looking at.
Now.
Yeah,
Okay.
to improve the care. So that's what we should be also aiming at.
Yeah.
Right.
Wow.
Doc.
You know, Doc has said a lot.
Yes.
With the kind of delays that he just elaborated on. Not quite long ago, there was a story that broke out on the social media platform space where a pregnant woman was rushed to, I think, a medical facility somewhere in Kaswa.
You don't mention the name of it.
Yeah, and then the information that came up was that I think there was some undue delay with her delivery, and as a matter of that, I think she lost her life,
and the baby
and the family were so angry, claiming that the medical officers who were on duty at that particular moment could have done better to salvage the situation, but unfortunately, the woman died, and wow. And then other stories also coming up, similarly to what happened in Kaswa, that a pregnant woman get to the hospital and they feel that health officials, cause undue delay and leads to the death of these ones. But Doc has said that it is a collective effort. If you're a health officer, whether you are with the administration or not, you should have the maternal mortality in your brains, to let you sit up and say that what can I do to also help in mitigating it? Because if people get to know that this facility stands for maternal death, no one will be interested to bring their exactly, and that is going to really bring down the image and reputation of the hospital.
Right.
So with that, even though it happens sometimes, it's quite unfortunate, but I think a lot can be done.
A lot can be done.
Yeah,
a lot can be done. Like he said, there should be training and retraining all the time, because the health practitioners, those who take care of the nurses and all those things.
Yeah.
Yes.
Capacity building.
Most of the times you hear stories coming from that angle, that I went and then I was just neglected, and maybe I was supposed to be pushed and you're not pushing. Those stories do come up oftentimes. And so
there was a time, Doc, I intercepted a video again on TikTok, a particular health facility. I'm not going to mention the name, but there was this lady who was making some assertions that she took her other sisters to the hospital. She was pregnant in labor, and from her narrative, she said there was a bit of negligence on the part of the medical officers who were on duty, claiming that there was an area, the cesarean session was being conducted, and there was an area where she's claiming that the medical officer on duty was not supposed to have cut, and then he went ahead to cut, causing excessive bleeding and all of that. So people were like, how do you get to know whether the man was supposed to have cut a particular area? She said no, she has a bit knowledge about this midwifery and all of that. Yeah. So the bottom line was that medical negligence on the part of where they went to the hospital led to the death of her elder sister. Yeah.
Right.
So recently, I think one of our TV stations, the director, I think government special advisor to the vice president on maternal health conditions, was talking. Dr. Bryson was talking about all these things, and we talk about the cesarean section, and we were asking you about the competence and stuff for the medical officer. Then it came to my mind. And I told you that I was posted to Volta Region. Yeah, just when I finished my housemanship in Kolebu Teaching Hospital, then I was posted to Pando District, and specifically to Amfuega and Margaret Marquardt. I was doing, but I was alone there in Amfuega. Yeah, I didn't meet anybody.
Wow.
Yeah. But the first time I had to go to theater and I had to operate from Kolebu, where I had all my bosses standing behind me. When I'm operating, I know something go wrong.
Can attend to
you. But I'm alone.
Yeah.
So whatever I learned from Kolebu, now I'm on my own. It's between me and God.
Yes.
Yeah, in that place. But when we were being posted to Volta Region there, then Dr. Margaret John, they had an interview. They assessed everybody's competent. What can you do? What can't you do? Then, before the postings were done, Then when we were posted, they had an obstetrician, seasoned obstetrician gynecologist, Dr. Diganus, came to a Volta region. We had a whole week capacity building, training, hands-on. So whatever we knew, we were retrained. Okay. We were 9 doctors there. That was the first time Volta region had 9 doctors going there before nobody was accepting posted. This is 2009.
Yeah.
We posted there and hands-on how to do manual removal of placenta, how to do condyle labor, how do you suture test, woman bleeding, how do you take care of cesarean section. So this is, I mean, hands-on. Whatever we knew, they started to build upon it. Talk to us about complications. They did the same thing for the midwife.
Okay.
They actually did a questionnaire to assess the competence base of the people involved in their region. This was done. Then, when we were posted, they did a capacity building. Then, after the workshop, we were not left on our own. There's always a senior doctor on phone. If you have any challenge, you call.
Okay.
Then, periodically, every week, we had a schedule. You go to the regional hospital where they're doing hysterectomies. That's when they're removing the womb. Because anybody who is doing cesarean section should be able to also remove the womb in case it's extreme. Okay. So this, and even involved Dr. Imbro and Dr. Mapa, I remember their name very well. They're also gynecologists.
Yeah.
They taught us how to do scans, how to do this, to be able to. So by the time I'm coming to specialize, I could do all this from the village before coming. So the capacity building, when you post medical officers to the district, I think most of the young ones are not going because of fear of their capacity and their competence to be able to probably operate, because of what is happening. But if we should look at it and assign specialists, if we need to actually get specialists to accept posting to also regional and the district areas, then the juniors can easily go and study them.
Yeah.
When we also post people, we should not leave them on their own. We should try and probably post people to where there's another senior person there, so that they help them to grow into the. Because when it comes to cesarean section and surgeries for that matter, it's a hands-on.
Yeah.
I learned how to do hernia when I was in the bed. Since I left the district, I came to police. I don't even have to do hernia because the colleagues do. But I was taught hands-on surgeries, practical. Even though I've learned in theory, it's like a carpentry shop. You may have to learn how to make nails. Exactly. So people have to be taught how to do the surgery. And the person who is going to be taught will also be desiring to know that I want to operate. And of course, there are things in YouTube, everything, the textbooks are there. And we should mold it to then be able to build the competence of our juniors who we are posted to this. And the same thing should be done to our midwife about deliveries, so that we're able to have complicated deliveries like maybe shoulder dystocia when the baby is struggling to come. And by and large, important thing is also recognize the problem and refer early. So let's say those who are in the districts, or chief's compound far away, don't wait till last minute when the woman is in labor before you refer the case. Another example we were doing that when we were in the Volta region, we used to have what look a modified form of the mother's hostel, a hut. So the people were far away, which for some strange reason, the midwife have recognized that they have a problem, come and live around the hospital with a caregiver who cooks for them until they've given birth. Before now they go back to the village.
Okay.
See, this part, because they realized, no, this woman, your tummy is big or something. The way I'm looking at you, no, we don't have this thing for you. Please, go to Pando where there's a specialist there, or go to Africa where there's that system was being done.
Okay.
They're also doing a system where this is at the municipal level. Any taxi who picks a pregnant woman whilst she's in labor is paid. The pregnant women were given cheats. Okay. So when the driver picks you, they don't have to take any money from you. Drop you at the hospital, then you give the cheat. You go to the district assembly and collect the money. Okay. So this is a collaboration they did with the GPRTU at that time. So we have a practical solution. We need to design practical solution in areas where these things are happening. Then do that. And there's build capacity, train people on how to do the surgeries, how to do the deliveries. Then, of course, reduce out-of-pocket payments. So that's where the free delivery and NHIS and things can come
to play.
Yeah.
Wow. Right, Doc. So from let's ask this on the back of our rural folks watching us. How important is antenatal?
Yep. Antenatal is the key because, I mean, if you look at the definition of antenatal, it's the care, supervision, and education that you are giving to a pregnant woman from the time that she's pregnant till she delivers, and even beyond. When beyond is the postnatal. Going to the hospital, the first time we'll do what they call a risk assessment, and each time you come, there's still a risk assessment.
Right.
Yeah, to make sure that whether if we're high risk, we are managing your risk very well. If we're low risk, whether you have no move to become a high risk. So antenatal is really key. Yeah, and we expect minimum of 5 visits for a pregnant woman.
Okay.
Yeah.
Within the 9-month period.
Yeah, that's minimum. Yeah. So we expect you to come to the hospital, take your medication, do scan, do laboratory investigation, and be able to communicate what is wrong with you. And in the same way, I expect also the health workers, with the gynecologists, midwives, and nurses involved, should be able to communicate to the pregnant woman in the language you understand most what I think is wrong with you. You know, sometimes we assume that the woman knows what is wrong by the way we communicate. Maybe in English we use our term to describe. But if you think the woman is problematic or he doesn't understand, let's bring somebody, a support, an auntie, a mother, somebody who has probably walked through that path before. So you explain that, oh, I think this is the risk this woman is not taking his medication. I think he's having a high-risk pregnancy. We should be able to communicate and allow them to ask questions. Always we get this like, oh, doctors are not patient. Whenever you want to ask Ghanaian doctor question, they get angry. But I think this should a bit with this, and we should be able to explain to them in the language that they understand with, in simple form, what I think is wrong with you, and come. People should take the antenatal seriously, and also save money along the line. You know, it takes 9 months from pregnancy to give birth, right? And also, people should come to the hospital and start the antenatal early. Some people think maybe witches will catch their baby, so they want to see their tummy become big before they come. No, start early so that we can do the risk assessment early. You know, you take 9 months to get pregnant, save money, put something down for the 9 months. Don't wait till last minute and like, oh, I don't have money to do this or buy that. And sometimes when it was people they want to prepare for the pregnancy, the only thing they think about is, oh, blue dress or red dress, pink dress for the baby boy or baby girl. I mean, it's strange.
Yeah.
The preparedness should not be about the baby items and all those.
The most important thing is to have a safe journey. You know,
exactly, because the main goal for antenatal is for a mother to be able to have a safe delivery to a healthy baby and a happy family. A happy family, which means there should be what I usually would term as to respectful maternal care. Respectful maternal care, give appropriate information with confidentiality in a manner that the woman understands, and allow the woman to also ask questions and be involved in her caregiving. We have decision making, whether we are delivering by ourselves or we are doing cesarean section. Let her understand so that she's so convinced what to do, so that you won't tell her, oh, madam, come for cesarean session tomorrow, and the woman will not come. Exactly. We're thinking that, oh, when I go to deliver, I'll come and deliver myself. So these things need to be. So at the end of the day, I mean, we should. The goal is to have a healthy baby to a healthy mother, and the whole family should be happy after. If a good antenatal is done.
Wow. Okay. Thank you so much. If you're just tuning in, we are having a very engrossing moment with ACP Dr. Alex Akon, a seasoned obstetrician and then a gynecologist at the police hospital, looking into the causes and prevention of maternal death. We've been mentioned that this show is streaming live on all our social media platforms, on Facebook, on TikTok, on X, on YouTube. At this moment, I want to take some messages coming through on our Facebook live stream. If there are some questions in connection to a subject of discussion, I may redirect it to our expert for him to answer. Okay, so the first one is a message from Raymond Decoder Range Rover, and it says that, good morning, officers. Good morning to you, Raymond, for the message. Kwame Bingi says, Ghana Police Service There are 2 guys on motorbikes robbing people, snatching bags and items from people in Santasi New Site, Kwade Junction, Kumasi. It's been going on for a long time now. Kindly help out, especially early in the mornings. Thanks for your usual support. Thank you so much for the message as well, Kwame Bingi. And then Kwanda Zakaria says that, good morning, officers. Good morning to you, Zakaria, for the message. Diana Chimsa, good morning, officer. Please say hello to ACP Cindy, or say good morning to you, Diana, for the message as well. And then hello to ACP, Madam Cindy, want to say Deputy Regional Commander, Tema Region. And then Joshua Asiru says,
a birthday.
Yes, today happens to be a birthday. We celebrate you during the birthday messages as well. From ACP Dr. Alex Akon to you. Joshua Asiru, good morning to you. Good morning to you, Josh, for the message. Bernard Gidi says, hello, good morning. How are you all feeling this morning in the studio? Keep up with the good work you are doing for Mother Ghana, and also continue to give us more educational program. Aho, yeah. Thank you so much, Bernard, for the message.
Right.
You have some messages at your end?
Yes, we have a couple from our WhatsApp platform. This is coming from Laura. And then she says, good morning to my good friend and boss, Dr. Akon. God bless you.
Wow.
Right, so Doc, this is from Laura, watching you. We have a message also from Mausi, and then she is watching us from Gambia. Then her question is, please, I heard Dr. adding abortion to the maternal death.
Yeah.
But I don't think abortion should be part because it is intentional.
Wow.
Okay.
What you say.
All right, so let me answer this question. So, I mean, I didn't want to go to a lot of nitty-gritty here, but if you look at the ratio that they give, we have what we call maternal mortality ratio, maternal mortality rate. In UK, for instance, they don't include any pregnancy which did not go beyond 28 weeks as part of their denominator. So their maternal death, when they calculate, is a bit low. The abortion I'm talking about is unsafe abortion. And unsafe abortion is really number 4 in developing countries. So if you say we shouldn't as a bet, that's also pregnancy, right? But we are talking about unsafe abortion. It can contribute significantly to bleeding and infection, and the woman died. So at the end of the day, the woman had died from maternal death. Yeah, so we cannot
take it out.
Remove. Yeah, this woman died because she's pregnant, and it was a pregnancy which is not planned and it's unwanted, and she terminated it unsafely, because usually if somebody should come to the hospital and terminate pregnancy, it's sometimes even safer than delivery because of the expertise in the hands of gynecologists. So we are really talking about unsafe abortion, which contributes significantly. But when I was a student, in my days at Kolebo, unsafe abortion was really high. In fact, it used to be like 3, number 3 on the list, because people are using all sorts of things to terminate pregnancy. Yeah, until education and other forms of, family planning, and I think other educations have come in to safeguard that. But we still have a long way to go. People are still having unsafe abortion because of stigma. They don't even know where to even access. No, and also people are not using contraceptive. Contraceptive uptake is also a bit so one of the key things to even prevent maternal death is contraception, having a planned pregnancy. Because if you are not pregnant, then you can't die from maternal death. Is that also? Therefore, people should, no woman should die giving birth or giving life. So, if you are not planned, you are not prepared to really get pregnant, then you should have something which would prevent pregnancy. Other than that, anytime, so far, I always say, anytime a woman is having unprotected sex, is looking for a child. And this should not be the case. We should have pregnancies by choice, not pregnancy by chance. Yeah.
Right. So, Mausi, from Doc, it is part of it. So, let's disabuse our minds from the fact that it shouldn't. We have another one coming from Ansa Ado. And then he asks, please, is abortion legal in Ghana? I want to make some decision, so please help me with the answer. Doc has already mentioned, if you are not ready for it, stay out.
No, abortion is not, I would say it's legal, it's not illegal. There are provisions within the law within which the abortion can be carried out, because abortion, when the health of the mother is affected, is involved, you can't. There's a provision within the Ghana law. So abortion is not illegal. I always put it that way. It's not illegal in Ghana. They state it and give you provisions under which can be carried out. Right. So if you are having those issues, see a gynecologist. Right. Yes, if you're able to discuss and if there are even provisions for when the termination is supposed to be done and the doctor is not comfortable, should refer. We call it consensus objection. If you come to me, then I says, oh, this you are at risk. And just like the way you are saying, it's at risk and cannot carry the pregnancy and need to be terminated. If I'm not comfortable, I need to refer to a doctor, obstetrician gynecologist, who is capable of making them, because there's provision within the Ghana abortion law for that. But that needs to be discussed. So is there.
All right, answered. So from doc, you need to see a gynecologist, and so that you sit and discuss the matter deeply, so that they can assist or advise on what to do. Right, Sergeant Boyte, that is what we have.
Okay.
For our WhatsApp page.
All right. I also have a message coming through from one ardent viewer of the Safe Start Show, Nana Osei Mensah, who usually watches us from the United States of America, Columbus, Ohio. He says that, good morning, my people, watching you live from Columbus, Ohio. Tell doctor he's doing well. Yes, thank you so much. This one is a message coming through from Nana Osei Mensah from the United States of America. Okay. So I think that is it with the messages from our Facebook live streaming and our WhatsApp messages as well. I'm trying to connect to our TikTok live stream as well to find out if there are some messages also coming through then. And then if there are some questions, we can ask Doc Akon to explain that to us before finally we bring our conversation to an end. But Salentes, in my question, finding out those messages, if you have any from your end, you can quickly read out to Doc and let's see if that may also be answered.
This one is coming from Ohineba. He's watching us from Germany. Then he says, Dr. Akon is a gem, and I'm enjoying his conversation. Thank you so much, Ohineba. We appreciate you, and Doc also appreciates you so much. Yes, Sergeant Boyce, I think that will do for now.
Okay, so
Contra believes.
I also have, I'm on our TikTok live streaming now. I want to pick some questions and then ask Doc if he can also explain. So this one is a first message or first question coming through from Sediradio. Sediradio says that always streaming, but they say you're not replying inbox messages. How is that possible? All right, so Sediradio, we are sorry, but then as and when the messages come, we do respond to them as well. But then if it is a question, we redirect them to our experts for them to also answer. So that is how we reply to our messages as well. And then there is a response from Asante Boati. Asante Boati says that people are not asking right questions, Yeah, so some of the questions that you cannot even read them out. Yeah, so that is why we are going back as, okay, so, right. So we do not have a lot of questions on our TikTok live stream, but I think that will be that with that angle. But let's come back to our questions and then finally pick the thoughts of Doc Akon before we finally wrap up. So back to our question again. Doc, let's look at what can be done or what's our pregnant women or we women in general, is expected to know, particularly with the warning signs that require immediate medical attention.
Okay. All right. So when it comes to warning signs, which is usually the cause of the delay to seeking care, people should be aware and know to report. That's why I said the antenatal book that they have already has that. There's a whole nice picture in the ANC book. In fact, people should go through that book. Even if you don't know, you cannot even read. The picture will tell you. Yes. So the bleeding of any form at any time during the pregnancy is a danger sign. You should come to the hospital. Bleeding of any form, whether if it's a dot.
Yeah.
Because
you should come to the hospital.
Yeah, because usually the small bleeding which come as a spotting, we call it a sentinel bleed, a warning bleed.
Okay.
Police, sentinels are
exactly.
Front or Herald. Those who are believing we are heralding the king. So the first bleed is a warning bleed. So don't say, oh, this video, I just wiped and it came. No. The next one will be, then is flowing.
Yeah.
So any bleeding of any form at any time during pregnancy, report to the hospital because it's a warning sign. Dizziness, extreme dizziness. You are not sure. Yeah, you keep feeling dizzy. Excessive vomiting, which you cannot keep anything down. Don't stay at home. By the time you reach your veins, we cannot even access. You'll be in shock.
Yeah.
So excessive vomiting in pregnancy. Fever of any form. If you are having high temperature, don't assume it's malaria and go and buy malaria treatment because it can be something else more than that. Yeah. When your water breaks, water breaking at any time, or sometimes the water breaking can be gush or it can be trickling like urine. You come, and usually it's a bit warmer, so you should be able to feel it.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. If you are not sure, please come to the hospital. Let the doctor assess it or the midwife assess that. Okay, this is it. Then excessive swelling of the leg and the feet. Especially with puffy face.
Yeah.
When those who are wearing ring, they even have to take their ring because their rings have become very tight. Yeah. So when you're also seeing these ones, you have to. Then any woman who convulses at any point in time during pregnancy, yes, also should seek care.
Doc, on the back of the excessive swelling, we know that when a woman is pregnant,
typically you have their legs or their feet swelling.
So how can one tell that this is,
okay,
beyond a normal thing?
So yes, that's why you are supposed to report to the hospital when you notice it. So if it's there, you have noticed that there's a swelling of the feet. In itself, which if it's mild, it's not a bad sign. But if excessive, it's a good. If excessive, then it's bad because sometimes preeclampsia. So if the leg is swollen, and we check, that's every pregnant woman when it comes to the hospital, we check the urine.
Okay.
If the leg swelling goes with protein, they will usually indicate it 1+ or trace or 2 pluses or 3 pluses. So in the presence of the plus and the leg swelling, then we know this is danger. We need to do something about it. Yeah. So the doctors or your midwife would know, look, this one, I'm referring you, or this one we are admitting you, this one we are delivering the baby. So decisions are made not in just because, okay, your leg is swollen. Sometimes your doctor will even tell you, okay, raise the leg up. Sometimes we make you to do labs. We call the kidney function test, liver function test. All will be done once we assess this in to determine that, look, this pregnancy, sometimes you can come to the hospital and say, oh, today, we are delivering you. You are not going to call for your test to be brought. Just because we see the way the swelling is and other factors, your blood pressure has also gone up. Then we are going to deliver. So it's a combination. That's why you need to report for us to make a decision. And we also pray that the midwife also and the caregivers should be able to interpret this and make appropriate referral as soon as possible. And when I mentioned these danger signs, any health worker who is at the lower level, who also sees this from a patient, should refer to a higher level where there's expert to manage it. You shouldn't wait, just like the patient should also wait. To come late. Sometimes what also prevents people from coming is the cultural practices. So if my husband is not there, I can't leave. Because one, the money is even with the husband. Exactly. He has not given me money. And a woman should not come to hospital alone without her husband. I mean, some of these cultures exist, and we want to empower women to be able to make a decision. So if you're able to call and say, look, I think my water is broken, I have to go to the hospital, so that the woman doesn't wait. Even in Accra, people still wait. You'll be surprised. People are just at Osu, Laboni, and you have Lekba, you have police hospital, you have so many hospitals around, but they still, you'll be surprised, report with a complication late. So you can imagine those who are far away, and if it's in the night. So those are the things that may cause them to come. So the beliefs is also, and even superstition. People will not eat well. They will tell you, oh, when I eat egg, they say your child will be a thief. Or your child will be bald. You will have bald egg. And if you are having swollen feet, it means you are going to be twins. All these things are not true.
Misconceptions.
So misconceptions. So those cultural these things, should not.
Wow.
Be tolerated.
I'm even surprised that even at this morning and 8 people get pregnant and then they still have to believe this myth and the misconceptions.
Yes, it's still there. We an African setting is always an African setting.
I know, right?
Yes.
I know,
We
right?
would always believe one or two things from our grandparents and all that. So, yes.
We have a message from Chenebo Akodua in Mankesim, the central region, and it says that, tell doctor I want to be like him. I also want to be a gynecologist, for some reason best known to me. So tell him and then advise me. Chiki in Mankesim. Dr. Kon, I think this gentleman says that he wants to be like you growing up. But Chiki, it's not easy. The job is very difficult. Are you ready to sacrifice your comfort and all of that? Yes, there are times even Doc says that he's at home and he receives calls, upon a referral. You have to come.
I think I think the midwifery and then obstetrician care, I think it should be a calling.
Yeah.
Because if you look at people that I took my trade from, or some of the attitude I've developed from, they will not sleep when we were in Kolebu. They will not sleep for you to sleep.
Wow.
For you to sleep. So I mean, people will be there. Those days we do a lot of deliveries, and that was crazy. Like you die. When you are there, you do you put yourself 120%. If you come to a police hospital, the people that I met, the same thing. So commitment. If you look at the police hospital, has been one of the key when it comes to maternity and obstetric care. Yeah, I mean, from Dr. Dr. Hiaji's time, and you see they all practicing very well.
Exactly.
They had Lister, the other one Sam J. Dr. Buama Mensah came, currently Dr. Ado, then myself, I'm there, Dr. Akabua, Dr. Priscilla Asari, then Ravi there. You realize the predecessors, you call Dr. Mensah, he will be there.
Yeah.
Because they are there. I mean, their phones, midnight, whatever, they are there. You have a difficulty, they are there. And so those are the things we have built together. So we are able to reduce maternity. I mean, to be on our feet. So if the person wants to be a gynecologist, it's just recently. I mean, I was on my feet. I think it was a Monday. I operated till daybreak. One patient.
Wow.
Yeah. At some times around 2 a.m., 3, almost 4 a.m., I called Dr. Adu, like, look, you need to come because I've been operating from 11 p.m.
to the morning.
Yeah, the same person.
Wow.
You be there. So he came, gets blood, and because the blood type was also rare. He has to do additional things because sometimes you need to go beyond your capacity to do that. Then I will call another person who came because now I could sit down. Yeah. So my boss, Tari, was getting the blood. Whilst the other person now took over operating, then I could take a rest because I was continuously for almost 6 hours.
Wow.
Then we finished that case by 5:45. We started 11 p.m. I finished 5:45 a.m.
Almost 6 hours.
Then the hospital came to the aid, drew welfare, gave 5,000 straight away. We went to get blood from Kolebu. So thanks to medical director who helped save that because the aim is to reduce maternity. And when I wrote, fortunately, within 30 minutes, the money was available, and we send the patient to ICU. And so see, this tells you the collaboration within. Call for, in as much as experience I was operating, I felt exhausted. I felt tired. Make a call, please call this in. This is the situation. You could also call another person. So 3.
Yes.
Senior people have to come in. Then when it came, even the financial aspect, the relatives were doing their bits. But I said, look, I called director. I think I need extra money for quick decision. Within 30 minutes, the welfare system within the hospital collaborated with police welfare. We got the money to sort out the issue. I mean, and thanks to the person is alive. He has come for even review. And that's after 6 hours surgery, and even had a repeated surgery at another time. Within 2 days later. And the person is fine. So the maternal death prevention goes beyond 100% output. 120. And commitment from all the chain of administration.
Exactly. Big shout out going out to Medical Director, Commissioner of Police, Dr. Samuel Otunyakun. We are grateful for your support to quality healthcare delivery at the police hospital. So Tiki, this one is from ACP Dr. Alexa Kon. If you want to be like him, it requires a lot of severe and unwavering commitment and dedication. You must go beyond 100% to 120. Indeed, he says it must be a calling because it's not easy. You understand? All right. So that is it. Sergeant Tess, if you have any message coming through at your end as well.
No, for now.
All right. Okay. So, Doc, finally, give us your final word before we wrap up on our discussion this morning.
Yeah. So, no woman should die whilst trying to give life. Well, because it's a special gift God has given to women to be able to ensure that the world continues to exist. And if I should paraphrase what a former director of WHO said, that women are not dying from diseases that we don't know. It's just that we have not made conscious efforts to understand that their life is worth saving. Right. So this is an indictment on all of us. Why would we say that the woman's life is not worth saving? It's sometimes not deliberate. Maybe it's attitudinal. And it will require commitments. So the commitments and the way to reduce and prevent maternal death lies squarely, one, on the woman to embark on the journey. Pregnancy should be planned. Pregnancy should be planned. If you are not ready for pregnancy, then have family planning, contraception, so that you only get pregnant when you are ready. And when you get pregnant, remember it's a journey, so save some money to go through the journey. You should have a family support. Family support. Once you get pregnant, there should be family support. So the family also has a role to the nuclear family itself, that's the husband. Then the extended family, the parents, and because sometimes you need to donate blood. Somebody has to do that. So the commitment takes the individual, the family. Then we come to the health workers. A little bit of dying, just like I've said, because sometimes when you're about to close, that's when a patient can come, or when you're about to take over, that's when a person is. So, and there are times we use our money to support, So that's the commitment. We can always use our money to also support. So the administration also comes in. There should be a form of fund to be able to reduce maternal death. So that will come to commitment from the hospital administration of anyone. I'm not talking about a particular police hospital. Every hospital facility should be able to do that. It can even be at the district level. Though, as we practiced in Pando District when I was there as a junior doctor, where even the taxi drivers got money for picking pregnant women. So finance, money is an issue. Equipment, there should be blood available and bed available within the facility. People should train and retrain. There should be capacity building. And this relies with the ministries and its agencies. So that when government comes in. When we are posting doctors to them and midwives to our first of all, they should accept posting, and conditions should be made in such a way that doctors and midwives and nurses who accept posting to underserved rural areas. Their own people. I've served at every level of Ghana service. I've served. I know almost every area in the Volta region because I was working in Pando. Then we used to go to the Interland to also work. So I work in Koliba, I work in Efia Kwanta, then now at police hospital. So let's make conditions in such a way that doctors accept and midwives accept posting to underserved areas. Then let's build their capacity. When they go and they accept the posting, let people with experts help them acquire more skills so that at the end of the day, they are comfortable. And when they are doing procedures or are doing surgeries, be able to do it and do it well. Then lastly, referral systems should be made clear. Ambulance service should be able to help with that. Then communication between hospitals. When you want to refer a pregnant man, don't just say, I've referred you to Kolibu, I refer you to Ridge, I refer you to G, or I refer you to, say, Rara Hospital. Please make an effort as the health worker to make the call. To make the call. So that it will be health worker to health worker. This is not the person who reach there and they are not ready for the person. The health worker to health worker call makes it easier for the patient to do. Then sometimes some of the referrals are not because the doctors don't have capacity to operate, but because there's no space for the child, because the baby is to be born preterm. Let's say the blood pressure is very high, and you have to deliver this woman at 34 weeks, which is no time. And you have to refer the patient to a place where there's NICU facility, and that also go and add to the bed capacity, no bed syndrome. So we, at the moment, the police hospital, we have that challenge. We have the capacity to operate, the gynecologists to do all the surgeries and everything. There are times this challenge becomes a challenge where the NICU, because of space for our NICU, the NICU get full. So we need to refer cases, and that becomes a headache for us. That's why it's our legacy project.
For this particular
the 50-year anniversary, the medical director and all the major stakeholders, I know they are bent on making sure that we get this legacy project of putting our NICU facility and the PICU, that's for pediatric care. It's going to be really good, and we have, in fact, I'm standing on the fundraising committee to say that if we put this building together and police also get a NICU facility, it's going to reduce the referral of maternal cases to the periphery, and we are also going to be able to receive, because now we have the capacity. We already have the capacity with the number of the gynecologists at the hospital. Now, when we have the NICU facility, then it means we are not going to reduce our referral out. But we don't refer cases because we don't have a bed space for the woman, but we don't refer because we don't have space for the child. So, corporate Ghana, individuals, please donate cheerfully. And when we invite you for the anniversary dinner, kindly help us to put this NICU facility in place, and let's help reduce maternal mortality and make Ghana a safe place for our mothers. Thank you so much for having me.
It's always a pleasure to have you always on the show. Assistant Commissioner of Police, Dr. Alex Akon, obstetrician gynecologist with the police hospital, joining us on today's edition with our big conversation. But before Doug leaves, we've just received some 2 messages coming through on our Facebook Live streaming. This one came through Kofi GH. He says, "Good morning, my favorite Safe Start show. As usual, I am starting safe with your show. Thank you and God bless you all. Watching you live from my Ashalaja base." Kofi GH, we've seen you. Thank you for the message as well. Silent Test. Right. Yes. Do you have any message as well?
Yes, we have one coming through from John Tay. He says, "Very excellent discussion. I am really enjoying the conversation." And then we have another one from Mamiya Sabina. "How best can the facility do to help these women in their first trimester? Because that's the most difficult part of pregnancy." Okay. All right.
So that is it. This is where time will permit us to bring an end to morning conversation on this particular show. But Doc, do you want to respond to this last message before we finally
we are already there for them. I mean, I've the whole of from Friday, Saturday, Sunday, I've been there. So first trimester, we see them. I think when it comes to police hospital, first trimester, that's the first 3 months. If you are a first timer, most likely may report at the emergency or so. But other than that, you can come to if you have booked already and you have your card. In case you're having any problem, you just even have to come to the maternity ward. You don't even have to pass through the emergency. And there's always a doctor on duty. So, in fact, there are 2 doctors on duty. There's one at the labor ward, one at the ward, and there's also a specialist on duty every day. So, I don't think any trimester should be a problem at maternity ward. And even if by mistake you go to the OPD, there's also a doctor there who will see, and so this case go to maternity. They will bring you to. Or you go to the ER too. They will the same thing. They will make a call that there's a pregnant woman at the emergency. So one of the doctors, either the one at the labor ward or the one on the ward, then will come and then attend to you or bring you to the hospital. So it's not a problem. The hospital is usually the only thing that a police woman will go to all the places. The last minute when something they want to do operation, oh no, I'm a policeman. Refer me to a police hospital, and they come last minute. Of course, I mean we'll still accept them. And people should have a plan for people to donate blood for him. And we want people voluntary donors. We don't get voluntary people to donate blood voluntarily for us. So We need maybe bigger fridges to store blood, and then people who are also pregnant should have planned to get people to donate blood for them.
That's right. That's right. Thank you so much, Doc, for your response once again. That is it with Assistant Commissioner of Police, Dr. Alexa Kon, an obstetrician gynecologist with the Ghana Police Hospital, joining us on our big conversation this morning. We're going for another break. When we return from the break, we'll get into the birthday messages on the Safe Start Show. Stay on. We'll be right back.
Are you aware an invisible eye is watching you? Have you ever had an altercation with a police officer about a road traffic offense where you felt you were right? Have you ever lost a loved one due to a breach of a road traffic regulation as a motor rider? Do you always obey road traffic regulations? Do you know that driving on the shoulders of the road is an offense? How has your general experience with the police officers on our roads been like? It is for these and other reasons that the Ghana Police Service, in collaboration with the Ministry of Interior, National Road Safety Authority, the DVLA, and other stakeholders, have come up with an initiative to ensure sanity on our roads and prevent road accidents. TrafficTech GH is an automated system introduced by the Ghana Police Service to enforce road traffic regulations. The system uses cameras and sensors to enforce road traffic regulations. So you see, police invisible eyes are watching. Pew!
Hello.
Hello, Nana Joa.
Hey, only I'm at home, can't you?
What is say?
Namia Dumo, Bokona way.
Abdumo, a mega yo with schoolmate.
What's home, can't you?
Hey, it's a said, it's a Macupi or Canada.
Wow.
I couldn't be up and important. I'm sure number every week. Company no air pay at my 4 or Canada. Now, she said, a woman is say, company no bit ya a half. Now, pay man switch you have scanning 80,000 and no sana at
Nana, Madame Fubia could be Canada. Nana name Chamaboga. No say a quina abao, a good year to man say, Miss Smith in your free Ghana, about the Canada Canada. Oh, no say a mere one in a say, company no. Or moving to your sick, or moving to your half, I'm just made to your half. Into the minion war woman home.
Nana, you want to the other. Say, in Paponifubia or Maba. Or Papa catcher will say, or Canada, and then say, or France, Empo, Abuchim Kuna can be. Now, catcher will say, Aponyaba, Inti, Akonyan, agent, a war, Nigeria, Cote d'Ivoire, and answer Burkina Faso, Inti Fao. Now, when you're on Grata, the Hona will be free, and over Canada, and answer. France, and I said, Buchim Kunakan. Now, Naka Sape, Sinibu, a drop. Hey, you go do her. Or bet you wash it then. Or bet you who's getting now. We can't have a queen in our budget. No, we are. What for so? Or best so it is I want to super Libra. Hey, now, say, but when young for 1 part. Come back to sound one now. You can bet my union, you bet my. Obusheni bit my own man, bit you by your papa. And your man for Sarkonia Wilson. Let me to Ghana for you now. And to me, I know, no mamma in down. No man won't got toss any pabonino, and any paboniphone, effidim.
All right, folks, it is birthday time. This is where we celebrate and then share in the excitement of police officers, cherished or ardent viewers of the Safe Start Show, and even our colleagues who work with the other sister state security agencies, celebrating with them in the month of August. And so we have our projected list of birthday celebrants on the show. It's a happy birthday in advance wish going out to Deputy Commissioner of Police retired, Mr. Edmond Ohene Bosompim. Yes, so currently you are at Bompata, Asante Achim in the Ashanti region. This wish is coming from Lance Corporal, Policewoman Lance Corporal Frimpoma and a Frifa. So we are told that today happens to be your birthday. Their message is that a blessed and glorious birthday to you, sir. May God grant your heart desires, give you good health and long life. So happy birthday going out to you, Deputy Commissioner of Police, DCOP retired, Mr. Edmond Ohene Bosompim, currently at Bompata in the Asante Achim area. Good day, and do have an amazing birthday celebration today, sir. A happy birthday once again going out to another stunning and phenomenal Assistant Superintendent of Police, Madam Osei Pabi. Yes, so you are with the Sakumono Dofsu. You are the Sakumono Dofsu coordinator, as a matter of fact. This wish is coming from Eugene Ofeyansa here, the Public Affairs Directorate, and his message says that may God continue to guide your steps, bless your efforts, and grant you peace and joy in all you do. Your best days are still ahead. Happy birthday to you, ASP Madam Pabi Osei, Sakumono Dofsu coordinator. Do have an awesome birthday celebration today. You are loved by many. Chill out. Right, another happy birthday wish going out to a cadet officer, Mr. Michael Edu Jemfi, also known as MOG. You are with the Police Academy currently. This wish is coming from your course mates, course 54 family, and especially cadet officer Cornelia Apia. And their message says that a glorious birthday to you, Mickey. You deserve all things good. Welcome to your new year of abundance and lots of laughter. Happy birthday once again going out to you, Cadet Officer Mr. Michael Edujemfi at MOG Police Academy. Do have a fabulous birthday celebration. Happy birthday once again going out to Cadet Officer Mr. Savio Domi, also currently at the Police Academy. This wish is coming from Cadet Officer Timothy Asamoah Esquire, also known as Wayezi. Yes, so the message says that blessed happy birthday, COSK Domi. May the ensuing year be filled with good memories. Have a good one. Happy birthday once again going out to you, Cadet Officer Savio Domi, currently with the Ghana Police Academy. Do have an amazing birthday celebration. Another happy birthday going out to Sanita. It happens that this morning most of our wishes are directed to the cadet officers. Yes, so it's a happy birthday wish going out to Cadet Officer Mr. Achims or Mr. Kims Amfo with the Police Academy. This wish is coming from your family and colleague, Course 54 members. Their message says that today you turn a new page. Another year, another testimony, another reason to give God thanks. Grateful for life, growth, grace, and the journey ahead. Here is to a beautiful new chapter. Happy birthday going out to you, Cadet Officer Achims Anfo. Police Academy do have a wonderful birthday celebration. All right, another Cadet Officer again. Happy birthday wish going out to Cadet Officer Joycelyn Ajo Olupeju, yes, currently with the Police Academy. This is coming from Cadet Officer Caroline Johnson and the entire Course 54 family. Their message says that may God bless your added age with grace, favor, and overflowing joy. May everything you touch prosper, and may your smile never fade. Enjoy your day, my dear. Happy birthday going out to you, Cadet Officer Joycelyn. Do have an amazing birthday celebration. Right, another happy birthday wish going out to a Cadet Officer again, Nancy Obin. This message is coming from Cadet Officer Rosemary Kwachimafu and the entire Course 54 fraternity. Their message reads, a hearty welcome to a new year. God's grace continue to abound for your life. For you, have an excellent year, comrade. Happy birthday going out to you, Cadet Officer Madam Nancy Obin. Do have an amazing birthday celebration. Chill out and have fun. Okay. It is still the birthday celebration wish on the Safe Star Show. This one is a happy birthday wish going out to Chief Inspector Mr. Alex Kyokun with the Adenta Division. This wish is coming from Policewoman Inspector Asana Bedi with the typing pool at the police hospital. And the message says that may God bless you with good health, happiness, long life, and greater success. Enjoy your special day. Happy birthday to you, Chief Inspector Mr. Alex Kyokun with the Adenta Division as well. Right. Sanitas, this policewoman is one of the endearing policewomen.
I know, right?
I always send good morning and big shout outs to. Yeah. Today happens to be her birthday.
Wow.
Yeah, so she works at the typing pool at the police hospital. And we are celebrating you on our show. Happy birthday going out to you, Policewoman Chief Inspector, Madam Dora Kisi Abuaji, with a typing pool police hospital here in Accra. This wish is coming from your wonderful friends and sisters, Policewoman Chief Inspector, Madam Belinda Asari, and then Policewoman Inspector Asana Bedi. The message says that today we celebrate not just your birthday, but the beautiful person you are. You have been a source of guidance, support, kindness, and inspiration to us. And we truly are grateful to have you in our life. And so by extension from all of us here at GH Police Television, the sister crew, it is a happy birthday wish going out to this stunning and phenomenal policewoman, Chief Inspector Dora Kisi Abuaji. Do have an amazing birthday celebration. Madam Dora, I'm told you are on leave, but then once you come back and then you have the intention of throwing a party, please extend your invitation to us and we'll graciously accept your invitation and then celebrate with you in grand style. Do have a fabulous birthday celebration. You are loved by many. Chill and then enjoy.
Simon Boys, I think the message is not enough from your end. Because the way you've been celebrating these people, you need to do something more than the message. I will channel it
into the birthday, the post-birthday celebration, the party, you know.
But you're expecting her to throw a party for you.
Yeah, so once she does so, then I'm reserving most of my comments and my appellations for her. When I get to the birthday celebration ground, that's where I'm going to, produce more and then celebrate her.
It's still going to be a message, right?
Exactly. No, but then that one I'm going to demonstrate.
Going beyond the message.
No, but I'll go beyond the message. I also have a surprise for her, right? And that is going to come after after she comes ahead and then through the party.
Right. So Chief Inspector Dora should be expecting something.
Absolutely,
more than a
yes, from me.
you.
Yeah.
Right.
So it is a belated happy birthday wish going out to my mates. Sanitess. This woman happens to be a member of the 2011 MPTS Bravo Squad. Right. When I talk about the MPTS, it's about the National Police Training School, the premier police university, And last Saturday was a birthday.
Right.
Yeah, so it is a friend, a sister, and then a mate of mine, Policewoman Sergeant Esther Na Yemole Yemo, popularly known as Ura Yere. Yes, so she works at the Ashanti Central Division in Edum, Kumasi. This wish is coming from MPTS 2011 Bravo Squad. It's a belated happy birthday wish to you, Policewoman Sergeant Esther Na Yemole Yemo. Sergeant Eugene Ofeansa also says that I should extend his greetings to you. The birthday message says that experience a birthday as enjoyable as your smile. Keep shining in all your endeavors. You are loved by all of us. Belated happy birthday going out to you, Policewoman Sergeant Esther Na Yemole Yemo. Do have an amazing
families and loved ones here on GH Police TV. This is a happy birthday wish to Policewoman Corporal Edna Ofosu. You are with the Police Academy Kitchen, and this wish is coming from all the kitchen staff and personnel of the Academy. Their message to you is wishing you all the blessings life has to offer. So this is a special one to you, my dear. Stay safe out there as you enjoy this remarkable moment of your life. It is also coming from Chief Inspector Odro here at the Public Affairs Directorate. He also wishes you a blessed birthday, Edna. Stay safe and may God guide your steps. This is a happy birthday wish coming from Corporal Joyce Boateng to General Lance Corporal Bedu Jacob Amon. You are with the National Counter-Terrorism Department here at headquarters. The message this morning is, may God continue to guide your steps, bless your efforts, and grant you peace. Enjoy in all you do. Your best days are still ahead. So happy birthday to you, Lance Corporal Jacob Bedu Amon of the National Counter-Terrorism Department. Stay safe out there, bro, as you mark this moment of your life. This is a happy birthday wish to Policewoman Lance Corporal Ezra Angelina. And this message is coming from Lance Corporal Ajua Enima. The message this morning to you is, God bless your new age with everything good in life. So happy birthday, Lance Corporal Ezra Angelina. As you celebrate this joyous moment of your life, we wish you God protection and guidance in all you do. May your steps be favored in all your ways. There's a belated happy birthday wish to General Constable Solomon Lavi. You are with the Police Public Safety Training School in Palugu. And this wish is coming from your family, friends, and colleagues. Their message is, may you live long with good health, strength, and God's favor. A belated happy birthday wish to you, Constable Solomon Lavi. Stay safe out there as you continue to work hard for Mother Ghana. Belated happy birthday wish to you. And that's a belated happy birthday wish going out to Policewoman Constable Belinda Sewa Asante. you are with the Cantonment Division. This wish is coming from Detective Constable Opare Nicholas Jr., with the original Dofsu in Central Region. His message this morning is, on this special day, may you be gifted with life's biggest joys and never-ending bliss. Remember, you are capable of achieving anything you put your mind to. Happy birthday. So happy birthday going out to you, Constable Belinda Sewa Asante, from Detective Constable Opare Nicholas Jr. And so away from the projected ones, we have a birthday wish coming from Kuma to his brother, Ernest Jerrison. He says, happy birthday to an exceptional brother, Ernest Jerrison, also at Mighty. You are at Mighty Dealership. You deal in gadgets. His message to you is your dedication, integrity, and kindness continue to inspire everyone around you. On this special day, may God bless you with good health, success, happiness, and many more years of outstanding achievement. Wishing you a memorable and joyful birthday. So this wish is coming to you from your own brother, Kuma Amin or Kuma Amen. Happy birthday to you. And also from Chief Inspector Opare here at the Public Affairs, Sergeant Boite.
Okay, so still with the birthday celebrants having their wonderful time with us on the Safe Start Show on GH Police Television. This one is a happy birthday wish to Madam Portia Akato of Peki in the Volta region. Your brother, Cadet Officer Godson Akato, is wishing you divine perfection in all that you do. He says that may glad tidings only come to your domain and may you eat the good of the land. So happy birthday, sister. It is a happy birthday wish to you, Madam Portia Akato. You are in Peki in the Volta region. This one is a wish coming from your brother, Cadet Officer Mr. Godson Akato. Yes, so he says that may you have a very wonderful birthday celebration. Okay, so we've also wished my very own senior sister already, but then this one is also a wish coming through again. It is once again a happy birthday going out to my wife. So that is the husband of the policewoman whom we just celebrated on our wish. The woman I was telling you that I have reserved some of my comments for her after when she comes in with a birthday party. So this is a wish coming from her husband.
Okay.
So he says that happy birthday to my wife, Dora Kisi Abuaje at the police hospital. May you grow in wisdom, understanding, and beauty. Love from Lisa, Marlene, Jefferson, Nanekia, and your loving husband, Mr. Isaac Kisi Abuaje at Aboso Kain. We love you so much. So this one is a very heartwarming message from a husband to a wife. Yeah. So Policewoman Chief Inspector Madam Dora Kisi Abuaje, your husband says that he cherishes you so much, and so from himself and then that of your kids, they are celebrating you on this wonderful day. But something else, that makes my work quite easy. Once Mr. Kisi Abuaje is in the frame, it means that the birthday we are praying and hoping and expecting for, definitely, the man at Aboso Kain is going to do some magic and perform some wonders. You know?
But at least you still also have to add your touch to it.
Oh yeah, so a
very good friend of hers.
So mine is on one condition. Once the party is being thrown, that is why I come here. You understand?
Right.
Yeah. Okay, and then also from our head of production, Chief Inspector Isaac Odro, to you, Policewoman Chief Inspector Dora Kisi Abuaje. You have a lot of sponsors this morning, so please, it shouldn't be a matter of a challenge for you. Just put some calls together and then get in touch with them. Even Odro himself is even more capable. He's more resourced to put on some party for you. But then we know that everything's coming will be coming up from your husband, Mr. Isaac Kisi Abuaje. In terms of any other one, I think this is where time will permit us to bring an end to our... Okay, that's fine.
Let me send shout-outs to Sergeant Mavis Nyako of the Financial Fraud Unit, Sergeant Shilameno, also of the same unit, and Corporal Richmond Obain, also of the Financial Fraud Unit. Good morning to you guys. You are doing a very massive job. Stay safe, and God bless your steps. Good morning, and wish you the very best, Sergeant Boyton.
Right, big shout outs going out to policewomen or police officers who work at the Integrity Car Park reception here at the National Police Headquarters with their in charge, Policewoman Inspector Mercy Egan Boche. Yes, Policewoman Corporal Henrietta Nadede Mensa, Policewoman Corporal Albertina Nikoi, Lance Corporal Kujo, Policewoman Constable Louisa Opon. Thank you so much for your support. And then your character at work. You know, they serve as an intermediary when people park at the car park and then they're making their way to the headquarters. Yes, so big shout out going out to you, to these wonderful police officers at the Integrity Car Park. Wow. So this is where time will permit us to bring an end to our conversation or show on the today's edition of the Safe Start Show. We are grateful for your time. We believe that we had a very wonderful moment with us once we hosted the seasoned obstetrician gynecologist with the Police Hospital Assistant Commissioner of Police, Dr. Alex Akon, on the causes and prevention of maternal death. We believe that it is our prayer that going forward, this particular phenomenon is going to be mitigated or alleviated to its barest minimum. Yes, if it cannot be eradicated completely, at least it should be on the lower side. Yes, so that is it. A big gratitude going out to the head of the police service, the Inspector General of Police, Mr. Christian Teteyonu, and sedulous members of the Police Management Board. And again, an immense gratitude going out to the Director General Public Affairs, Directorate Deputy Commissioner of Police, Madam Grace, and San Akrofi, and then every Tom, Dick, and Harry, who works here at the Public Affairs Directorate. A big shout out going out to the production team headed by Chief Inspector Isaac Odro for the wonderful job. Co-producer Sergeant Moses Hola Otri. We are grateful for the support as well. Let me send big shout outs going out to our revered Director General Welfare, Commissioner of Police, Mr. Eric Ken Winfo. Big shout out going out to you, DG Welfare. We are grateful for your love and support all this while. Once again, I'm Sergeant Yaboy Tibuatin, your host, and I was supported by my co-host, the Halcyon policewoman, Sergeant Theresa Ado. Until we come your way on Wednesday with a midweek action of the Safe Start Show. It's all about safety. Keep enjoying the rest of our programs until our path cross again. It is goodbye for now.
Goodbye.